Hi guys, on today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to make this wrap top with a puff hand and a straight sleeve in the under. Very simple to make and easy to make. If that is what you want to learn, stay tuned. Love you guys. Have you subscribed? What are you waiting for? Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to Victory Fashion Up with Victoria Yetunde. How are you all doing? Hope you're fine. And if you're watching this, you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. What are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe and turn on notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. So let's get right to today's video. Like you can see in the first video, that is the top we are making right now. So the first thing is folding your fabric, because we are going to be, for a wrap top, you cut your back first. So we are going to be using the length. I'm using 18 inches length. Then you measure your bust, divided it by 4, and that is how you fold your measurement. So I'm drawing the straight line of the length that I did, just the way you're seeing it. New subscriber, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, and returning subscriber, you know I love you guys. So I'm coming number for the slope 1 inches. So from that 1 inches, I'm going to measure 7 inches. Yours may be 8 inches, depends on how the person is bigger. And this is the measurement for the armhole, and I'm going to be giving it a good press. Returning subscriber, you know I love you guys so much. Love you guys. So for the waist measurement, this is going to be 15, because this person is not as tall. So some maybe 16, some maybe 17. So but this person is 15 inches. Then for the length, I want to use 17 and a half. Then I added 1.5 inches to the down. So I added 1.5 inches. I later made it 2 inches. So you can add 1.5 inches, you can add 2 inches to it, anyhow you want it. That is it. So after that, I'm going to be drawing a straight line. I'm actually calculating what I want to use. So for this moment, I just want to say thank you guys for taking me to 1k view, 1k subscriber. I love you guys so much for the love, for the kind. If you're new here, you're welcome to the family. Are you returning subscriber? You know I love you guys so much. So stay tuned to watch this tutorial. You cannot wait to watch it, right? Yeah. So after that, I'm going to be measuring the shoulder measurement. Shoulder measurement divided by 2. If yours is 15, divided by 2. So for this, I'm going to be using 8 inches for the tutorial. For the neckline, I'm going to be using 3 by 1.5 inch for the back. Yes, 3 by 1.5 inch. So I'll draw it like this. So the 1 inches I draw slope, so I'm going to put it on the hand measure, on the shoulder measurement I did, and I'll slant it to the neckline measurement and draw a straight line from that 8 inches. So after that, I'm going to measure the bust measurement. You measure your bust measurement divided by 4. Measure your bust measurement divided by 4. In case you don't have calculator, you can use your tape rule, just the way I'm doing it, divided by 4 and add. That is it. So for me, I added 1.5 inches to it. So guys, for me, when I measured the bust measurement divided by 4, I added 1.5 inches. You can add 1 inches to yours, but for me, I added 1.5 inches. Then you draw from the armhole. You divide your armhole by 4 to draw your armhole line, to draw the cuff armhole line. So I divide this thing by 4, just by 2, by 2, just the way I did it. Then I draw the armhole. I go in by 0.2, just to give me a little bit cuff in the armhole line to 0.2. Then I draw a cuff line to the armhole. Yeah, that is how I do it. I did it, sorry. So after that, I'm going to draw a straight line from this dress does not need measurement for the waistline, so I draw a straight line to the waist. I draw a straight line. So we are done with the back measurement and everything. So right now we are just going to cut it out before cutting out the front measurements. And guys, if you are here, you have not seen subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. So right now, to cut out the front, you need to measure 6 inches, like 6 inches or 5 inches in the front. Then you place the back to the edge of the 6 inches, just the way you are looking, just the way you are seeing it. Then you cut it out of the measure. I want to measure the 6 inches, then you give it a straight line. With a straight line, then you cut it out just the way I'm doing right now. So after that, we are going to keep the rest of the fabric, then we face the front of it. So we first of all cut out the 1.5 inches of the neckline for the back, just the way you are seeing it. You are going to cut it out first, just to take our back out and focus on our front. So I cut it out like this. So I'm going to take away my front, the back right now, to focus on the front. So I draw out the 6 inches more visible, because the first one I first draw was not as visible. So from that 1.5 inches, I measure 5 inches here just for the belt and all of that. Later on, I remove 1 inches out later. So from that 1.5 inches, I draw 8 inches. So I now give it a curve to go and meet that 5 inches, just the way I'm doing it right now. Then I'm going to give it a cut right now. And then split the front into 2. Yes, because the front is going to be 2, like a wrap top. Yep. So that is it. That's how we are going to do it. So the next thing, so I'm just showing you guys how the back and the front is, just the way you're looking at it. So the next thing right now is cutting the belt. I used 6 inches, you can use 5 inches. Then I used the whole length. So that is it. So for this right now, I want to cut the sleeve. For this sleeve, we are going to be using normal stay inside, because I want it to puff very well. So this sleeve is going to be having lining. So for this person, we are going to be using, before we start the fitted one, we are going to measure where we want the puff hand to reach. So for this person is 11 inches. Then I added 4 inches to the upper part, 4 inches. Then I curve it. I use my free hand method for this sleeve, so you can use any measurement that works for you. And that's how I cut it out and do it. Then I use this to cut out the second part out. So I use this to cut out the second, and we have two sleeves, so I use it to cut out the second sleeve. So yeah, that is all for this sleeve right now. So for the straight hand, we are going to be using skin net line. So I folded this into 4, because this skin net is very small. It's my customer that bring it. She said she wants. So from that place, I measured 8 inches out and split it into 2. That is how the down part is known as, to just draw its 4 corner. So this is the stay I'm going to be using, and I'm cutting it out and press it. So this is the stay I used just to make it stand and puffy. So I did the same thing to the sleeve, and that is what you're actually checking out right now. So after this, I'm going to cut the lining of all the fabric. I first of all cut the lining for the sleeve, because the sleeve has a full lining for this sleeve. So then I cut out the sleeve for the lining for the front part. Then I cut out the back part. The lining was not enough for the back, but I shall know how I did it. Then later on, I ironed this stay on the sleeve. I iron it, like you can see what I'm actually doing right now. So after ironing, we are going to start sewing right now. Let's go to the sewing part. So after this, I'm going to be placing the fabric, the lining on top of the sleeve, then sew this side, sew the other side, and split and turn it to the right side. So that is how we are going to do it. When I turn it to the right side, I'm just going to sew it, like sew the down part to the right side, and sew the upper part to the right side. So the next thing right now is sewing the main dress. So for this, I want to put 1.5 inches in. So I will sew the down part, then split move it forward and sew the neck and top stitches and sew it down, and sew the side too. So for this front part, we are going to do the same thing. Sew it in the downside and split and bring it up and sew the neck. Then put the rope we cut, that is 6 inches. I don't know what. Then we now put it in the middle of the where we measured 5 inches that time. This rope, we are going to sew it half inches from the, sew it like this and sew it half inches. Then let me go and do it. I'm going to show you what I'm actually explaining right now after this video. So I'm done doing it. As you can see, the rope is already inside that place, so I'm just going to give it a press. This is the back. Look at how neat everything turned out. Look at the neck, look at the sleeve, look at the sleeve that I told you guys that I'm going to sew the upper part and the down part. Then I give it a good iron. For this dress, you need to iron, because that is what will bring your work more beautiful. So this is the sleeve. As you can see, it's coming out puffy. So the next thing that we're going to do right now is sewing the back and the front together. Here we're going to sew the back and the front together like you said. So the front is like this. So we are going to use the back to turn the front, just the way you do our sleeve. Then we sew it, and I did the same thing to the other side, and we sew it and sew the side with 1 inch. So for the sleeve, we are going to notch it. We are going to notch how we want it, notch the midpoint and turn it again and notch the fourth, just for us to know where we are going to notch everything to. So that's the way we are doing the same thing to the other sleeve. I'm going to do the same thing to the net, the skin net too. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing to the skin net. As you see, the sleeve is big and beautiful, and the lining is all over the sleeve. So I'm going to do the same thing to the sleeve. So if you have any question or any video you want me to do, please make sure you comment down below. Make sure you comment and let me know the video. If you have any question, you can comment down below. Guys, when you watch video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you give us a thumbs up whenever you watch our video. Comment, subscribe if you have not, please. We want you in our family. Welcome to our family. Please sir, please ma, make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us comments, give us everything to encourage. This thing is encouraging at all. It has been so hard, honestly. So after that, I'm going to be doing a gathers in it, just the way you see it. Then I did a gathers and give it a weaving. Then after that, I'm going to sew this side to the other side, like just the way you see it. I sew it straight, then I sew the same thing. So this is the body. Then after that, I'm going to put it, as you can see, this is the body. Then I'm going to put the sleeve in the body. So this is the outcome of everything. As you can see, it's giving. I love the top. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to order for it, chat us on our IG page. Make sure you follow our IG page at Vicky Fashion Hub. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. See you on my next video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Bye.